Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am Nanji Malunga, for those of you who do not know me, and basically this is a travel with me to Seychelles. I'm going to Seychelles for my birthday, so I guess the big reveal is here. But basically I'm currently at Ethiopia. I'm connecting here. I'll put it on the screen. I always forget how to pronounce this place. As I'm currently there, my flight is currently 6 o'clock. My flight leaves at 10:30. So yeah, I'm connecting here. So these were obviously the cheapest flights. There are some direct flights going directly from Joburg to Seychelles, but obviously we're trying to save money here. As I mentioned, the trip is in December, so things are a bit more pricey during this time. So save costs as much as you can. So yeah, this video is basically going to be about my experience traveling to Seychelles, what you need to look out for, if you need a visa or not, and basically how to get there. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the video. So basically, with regards to getting here, as I said, Google Flights, guys, just go on Google Flights, look for the cheapest flight. Then Ethiopian Airways was the cheapest one. There was Qatar. I think there was a direct one. I actually have to double check. I'll put the airline on the screen if there is a direct flight, but never flown Ethiopian Airways. This was my first time, and the experience was horrendous. Like, I slept throughout the entire flight. At least it was just 5 hours, so it wasn't that bad, but I slept throughout the entire flight because the flight was shady, guys. I also had a window seat, and it felt like the side of the airplane is like coming apart, so that was a bit scary. So yeah, I don't rate the actual interior also of the airline. We were in economy. We were economy babes this time, and yeah, I've flown a lot of economy flights. That one was probably one of the saddest. Then with regards to airport, it's quite big, so whenever I'm searching flights, Ethiopian Airways is always one of the options that pop up, right? So they do have a lot of flights going around the world, so the airport is quite big. It's not that bad, honestly. Kenya airport, where was it in the country? Nairobi, I think. I'd probably put that country last. I probably put that airport last. So that's when I was going to Turkey, I think. No, I was going to Zanzibar, so I'll put that airport last, and this one second to last. I feel like it's also given South Africa airport is actually not the greatest, so I'll put it in the same level as probably South Africa, which is not the greatest. So yeah, the lounge, there is a lounge, but it's so small and so sad. It's so crazy. There was a lot of military people there, so I didn't go to that lounge. I'm currently at a burger. So the plugs are like that. I can charge my phone, but my laptop seems to not be charging. And I always do this. Because one thing about these plugs, they're only found in South Africa. I don't know why I didn't take my actual MacBook charger, because that one can go in here. They hate me. Okay, so I'm gonna look for an adapter. I honestly doubt I'll find it. So the nice thing about this airport is that there's Wi-Fi, and it's quite fast. So yeah, and it's also not limited, so that's nice. So here is an electronics store. Guys, as mentioned, Seychelles is always raining. I watch so many vlogs, as mentioned, and it's just rain. So the best times to actually travel to Seychelles
is between April and May or during October and November. So that's what they said. So I'd rather go during those times because it is gonna rain, one thing for sure.
OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a one dance.
So we just arrived and everything is so green and blue and hot. It's extremely hot here. So yeah, let's see if we're gonna need the visa.
So as you enter straight to border control, border security, you have to go through this line where they basically scan your face. They scan you in, and then afterwards you go to like customs and declaration and all of that.
Okay guys, so I have arrived and Seychelles is absolutely amazing, but that vlog is going to follow. I just wanted to touch base on the visa on arrival. So technically you don't need it, but I would still do it just in case. I say this because at the border control, when they were stamping my visa, this lady basically pulled up that form and she was just like, oh, I see you here until Monday, you're staying in 2 different places, what. So all the information was there. So at no point when I was leaving, they didn't ask me for it, and when I entered they didn't ask me for it. So at no point did they ask me for it, but I think it's needed on the system. So I would say just do it. I'll put the link down below. It's like the Seychelles government link basically, and it says that everybody must do it. So I'll just do it just in case, and it's not that expensive. So I paid for a fast track one because I was on the flight already and I needed it approved within the next hour. So I literally screenshotted all the confirmations on my phone. I didn't like attach an email thread or anything. And so I screenshotted it, I attached it and followed the different steps, and I paid 1.5 thousand South African rand for a fast track. But I think if you do it like well in advance, you pay like 400 South African rand, or like they say 10 euros. That's like around about 200 South African rand. So it's not even that expensive. It's like it's worth it, you know. So that is the only thing. And because when I arrived, I was still traveling alone, so they did a random check. I'm sure they saw, like, when it comes to random checks, guys, I'm the pure description of somebody who needs to be checked. So they just did this random check where I go through a machine and stuff, and yeah, it was chilled. They have a lot of security, but because it's a travel destination, if your story is straight, which is you here for holiday, here are your reservations, then you're good to go, because you will have your reservations. Like, why would you go there, guys, without reservations? So please, like, have your documents. Also, key to note is the taxi drivers, guys. Book your transfers with the hotels. So I had booked my transfer with the hotel, but later on they sent me a confirmation email that I had to confirm, but I forgot to confirm. So I had to end up using the taxis outside. So in the confirmation email, they had already said that it's going to be 50 euros. Outside, that guy is like 1.2 Seychelles rupees, which is basically equivalent to like 70 or 80 euros. It was way more. I was like, no. I stood my ground and I was just like, no. I went to go look at the people that the hotel referred me to, and then the guy even came back and they're like, okay, I'll drop it down to 1,000. So it's just like, you are scamming me. Like, do I look like I can be scammed? No, I'm streetwise also. So just make sure you book your transfers with the hotel. Technically, we always think that that's more expensive. There's no Ubers there. If maybe there was an Uber, I think Ubers are usually the most affordable. There's no Ubers there. So book your transfers with the hotel. You also just want to be chilled. Now you have to change money. You have to do what. If the hotel has booked your accommodation, you can just slice a totsi and go to the hotel easily. So that brings us to the end of getting to Seychelles. But
It's absolutely worth it. I recommend you guys go. The island is absolutely tiny. There's like six main hotels. Not six, there's quite a few, but like there are a handful that even when you're booking your activities, like you choose, they have a list of hotels you might be staying in. So to show that literally there's a handful and they know them all, you can choose your hotels in the activity guide. So the activities, because I'm traveling in December, they're quite expensive. Like dinner is like 7,000 rand, dinner on the beach for one person per person. I got the quote back. It was like 15,000 rand for two people. I was like, what do you mean 15K? What dinner are we eating for 15K? You know? Then the island tours. So the main islands are Parsilan, and there's this other one. I'll put it on screen where it's famous for its photography. That's like the when you search Seychelles, those are the images that come up. So there's also day trips there, which are 200 euros, which is basically like 4,000 South African rand. So activities are quite expensive, but I'm referencing Get Your Guide, and I think because December season, it's a bit expensive, but I'll put on the screen right now a list of all the things you can do. I literally bumped into someone at Ethiopia. I needed to charge my laptop, as I mentioned, and he shared like the itinerary that his brother and his wife went on, and I think it's so helpful. I'm definitely going to do some of the things because it highlights like the key spots that you should go to, also the key restaurants that everybody like and then enjoy in Seychelles. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope you're planning your trip right now to go to the Seychelles. I haven't even been here for one night, it's just a few hours, but I can see that it's already amazing. I just hope it doesn't rain tomorrow and we'll be good. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or in a few days with the actual Seychelles vlog. So bye.
I need a
Best